Welcome back to another day in my life as a traveling artist. I'm here in Trinidad, posted up in my van at the beach. Being an artist is my full-time job. That's how I sustain myself on the road. I live here in this van, and while I'm here hanging out, I want to give you guys a van tour and kind of just talk about my life on the road and how I sustain myself, how I make money. This is my little van home. I just got her all cleaned and cute. Slowly but surely working on little things here and there to make it more cute and more functional. This is where the magic happens. All the art that you see out there was made in this van. I built a lot of this van around the ability to be able to take my art on the road and create from wherever I am. My van is totally self-sustainable. I have all of my craft supplies here, my glass, a printer to print out all of the stencils. All of my designs are handmade original designs. I even dabble in some other crafts like sewing and crocheting. All of my stained glass tools, like my soldering iron. This drawer is just all stained glass tools. This is just a miscellaneous drawer where I keep other supplies. This is kind of a miscellaneous area, so brace yourself. But I have my laptop, my dirty clothes, and then of course over here I have more stained glass stuff and supplies and tools. And back there you can't really see it, but it's another sewing machine because I really like sewing. That was my main hobby for most of my life, so I can't seem to give up my sewing machines even though I don't use them that often. They have a piece of my heart, so I always want to be able to sew and create things that way, like these curtains. I made all of the curtains myself, so I lug these giant sewing machines around despite not having a huge amount of storage space to work with. I know a lot of you guys have seen many of these areas and have a pretty good idea of my van layout, but if you're new here, this is my pantry for food. Fully stocked because I'm a foodie. My cabinet for all of my cookware and eatingware. All of my clothes. In here is my attic where I have, it's kind of just a bunch of random stuff that I need more often than the stuff that's in my trunk or in my garage, however you want to call that. Like Nita stuff, her life jacket, my hiking backpack, my helmet if I want to ride my bike, bungee cords, storage pack, electrical wires and phone chargers and stuff like that, etc. Tons of stuff like that. This is my kitchen. I have a little bar sink that I got off Craigslist for 10 bucks a few years ago, and I just turned it into an undermount sink because I liked that better, even though it's not technically an undermount sink. And then my water system is just a 5-gallon jug with an electrical water pump. It's a little sad, but it gets the job done. I do wish I had hot water, but balling on a budget. And this is just a standard camp grill. I've had it for years as well. Decided to just permanently place it here with bungee cord back there. And I put this here because I just recently installed a roof fan, so now that works really well to suck out all the hot air and steam when I'm cooking. And this is my bed. It is literally just 2 gel mattress toppers that I got a really good deal on Facebook Marketplace with cardboard underneath and some old bed slats that I had for my bed when I lived in a house. So not the comfiest, but I'm used to it now. And it's like the size of a queen size bed almost, just a little bit shorter. So me being short, this is perfect. This is so much room for me and Nita. This is my miscellaneous nook bookcase situation. I keep my protection, books and journals, and my incense collection. I love incense. This is my toiletries cabinet. I'm not going to show you that because it's a little bit TMI, but if you can imagine, it's a bunch of stuff like my shampoo, conditioner, medicine, vitamins, perfume, deodorant. You get the gist. Then this is just my pantry for all my spices and stuff. And my like foil, oil, honey, all that stuff. And the only way I'm able to even have these cabinets is because I built this roof extension. This used to just be a regular low roof cargo van when I first got this van, and I chopped the top off and built this roof extension from scratch by myself out of wood. And then down here is my fridge. It used to be on drawer slides, but they broke, so now it's just sliding on the ground on a dowel. But it's a double-sided fridge, so I can turn either side into a freezer, or both sides freezers, or both sides a fridge. Very spacious. I don't have a lot of food right now though, but this was essential for me because, like I said, I'm a foodie. So I definitely splurged on a giant electric fridge. I even have a little coffee maker that I make coffee with every morning. And my power system is a little janky right now. I have a lithium power bank with a DC to DC charger and solar panels, but I have not gotten around to completing the fuse box to have legitimate wall outlets, so that's one of my next projects. But for now, it's all connected through a extension cable and a power strip. I know that's not the most ideal electrical setup using an extension cord like that, but it's worked for the last 1.5 years without any issues, so I'm not complaining. I also have more storage under here, more glass in these boxes, my propane tank for my stove, miscellaneous cleaning supplies, Nita's dog food, just a bunch of random stuff. Gotta tuck everything into any crevice that can be used as storage. And then underneath my sink is this 7-gallon water tank that I use as a gray water tank. And then I use a 5-gallon water jug for my fresh water to drink and wash with. And this chair is probably one of my favorite features in the van. It came with the van when I got it, but both of them actually do it. It turns around so I can have extra seating in here, because anyone who lives in a van knows that it gets crowded in here real fast and there's never enough places to sit. Great lounging experience here in the reversible chairs. I have 2 pop-out windows. This window pops out so I get nice airflow and ventilation for when I'm working and soldering and working with chemicals in here, which is nice. And then if I turn on the vent with a reverse flow, it makes a really great cross breeze and creates the fresh air flowing through the van. That window is also a pop-out window, so I can have double airflow. And then under my bed is all of my garage storage. So I have a bunch of totes. So I have a bunch of stuff back there that's like a tote full of my tools, a tote full of my market booth stuff, like my awning, my pop-up tent for my markets. I have my bike back there. I have my batteries back there, and like a bunch of other random stuff that I don't really need immediate access to all the time. So that is all stuffed back down here. I'm going to be featured on the Vic Meyer show. I was already featured in a little interview on his video about the Fairy Festival that I was vending at a couple weeks ago. But this time we're going to do like a full interview. It's going to get a peek into my life as an artist. I'm going to like show him how I like make art in here. We're going to go over it all, my whole lifestyle, my story, everything. So that will be on his page. Nita loves everybody.
I get the same reaction. Should I bring Mickey out?
Yeah.
I want to get back in that van life.
Hey,
I want to
Mickey.
get back in the van life, huh?
I know. Mickey's like, I know this kind of van. I used to live in this one.
And she really liked it too. Because, you know, if you're a dog, you appreciate the out of doors.
Like, I've seen people talk about how cool it is to have your dog when you live in a van life because it's such a small space. But I'm like, but we're barely ever in the van.
Well,
like,
if you're in the van doing van life, you're doing it all wrong.
Like, she goes way more places, gets to go outside and explore, and even just go to the store with me every time I even exit my van for little things like that. Like, she's always out and about. Like,
Oh, no. I know.
Aw,
Someone wants
they're ready
to
to play on the beach. So I'm here with Vic from the Vic Meyer Show on
Vic Meyer
YouTube.
Show. Yep.
And he's going to be interviewing me, but that'll be on his channel. So if you want to hear a little bit more about me and my story.
And if you guys want some stained glass, the best.
So yeah, check that out if you want to know more about me. And he also has some great content like traveling. Tell him a little bit about what you do.
I love to travel. I love to meet people. I call what I do human interest stories. They're interesting to me. People like Amelia, artists, lovers of life, animal lovers. I have the fortunate task of being able to travel around and meet great people like Amelia. So if you get a chance, please tune in. But at the same time, support what she's doing, because this is really what propels me, are people who do what Amelia is doing and just get out there and go for it. The adventurousness, the just ingenuity and artistry of this woman is unheralded.
Oh, thank you.
No, like, I'm so impressed. I built my van, but I feel like I did nothing compared to this. So.
You deserve some love too. Your channel deserves some love because, you know, you're going out there and finding people like me and getting us out there and helping us. And so I want to help you too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm hoping I can do. If there's anything I can do to support the dream that is the Amelia Soto Show.
Yeah, well, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You know, that's what we're here doing today. Being on each other's channel, doing a collaboration. My first ever collaboration, actually. I've never done an interview or anything other than that short one back at the festival.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well,
I'm having a lot of fun.
Privileged. Yeah, no, this is great.
Yeah,
And
so
your van is amazing. Right?
thank you.
Subscribe if you haven't done it already. Hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It does everything for people like us.
Exactly. Give the video a like. Go show him some love, and comment on his videos too.
All right, let's get the babies out there.
Yeah, let's go let these dogs run around.
What made me realize I needed a short-haired dog was I found out I had dog allergies. We got
Oh, that was a bad throw. Nita went way off course.
You obviously made this right here, right?
Yes. That was one of the first like three-dimensional things that I made. And it was actually meant for like holding plants. And I did have a plant in there at one time. I was growing beans in here. But it died.
Cool. We didn't go with a traditional fixed stove either, but that was because we like to cook outside a lot of the time. Is that why you decided to do that?
No, it was all about budget really, and I just already had this thing from back when I was traveling in my car and camping and stuff.
Great.
I would love to have one of those little ones with the oven though, because I love to cook and I love to bake. Like I make sourdough bread and stuff whenever I have access to an oven. So
Well, you're welcome to visit anytime. I also was gonna say hi to your camera. We got the meta world going down right now.
Top comes off, so I can work on
Oh my
stuff
goodness!
without having to like clean it up all the way before I want to drive away.
Wow!
So I can just set that there, and then I can just work on my glass. The shards aren't getting everywhere, and then I can just put it back on if I want to like drive away.
Okay, so you beat the dual purpose.
Now I have a stand-up desk to edit videos,
Oh my
or
goodness.
to like work on other stuff, you know.
Oh my goodness, Amelia!
Like I said, I love like crazy random projects, like unusual projects.
This is so cool. I am just in awe.
Thank you.
Literal awe. No, it's beautiful in here. I think that's good. I'm going to get a few shots of the outside. I don't want to show too much of your inside situation. I feel like I got enough of that.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Ready?
Thank you. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions.
Oh.
I also offer like payment plans for any of the items if that helps you guys out, and I also do like custom orders if you want to get my contact info for that. All right. Well, thanks for looking. Have a good day.
That one right there.
Which one? This one right here?
It's not a blue one.
I know that was a bad one.
Really cool. I like that one too. That'd be a cool tattoo. How do you even do that?
It's a long process. It's you have to like cut the glass with a special scoring tool.
Right.
And then you have to like grind it, and then you wrap every piece in copper foil, and then you can solder it all together because the solder sticks to the copper.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's some nice stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. My contact info is on that QR code if you ever want a custom order. So far, getting a lot of inquiries, a lot of lookers. So hopefully some of those inquiries pan out to be potential customers. And if not, that's all right. How can I complain about being able to hang out here on the beach? Just chilling in my van. I don't think I can. Yeah, and the little keychains are 10 and the earrings are 35.
You're van life in it. That's so awesome.
Totally van life in it, yep.
Were you just by yourself?
Yeah, just me and my doggy.
It's like, how about this one? The wolf. Ow. Would you take $40 for this wolf that says $45? Yeah. We're gonna get that one for Aunt Annie. How about that? All right, we'll take your wolf, please.
Okay, sounds good. And here's my QR code if you want to pull that up to.
Just wrap it up. Okay, pay $45 for wolf. Wolf. All right. Uncle Jasper's gonna love that.
Yay!
Oh my God.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yay! I got a sale. They bought my little wolf that was howling at the moon. Yay! Yay! I'm so excited that I made a sale. Didn't realize how low I am on items after the fairy festival. I have one market. Oops, sorry, Nina. I have another market coming up next month in like the Salem area of Oregon. So I'm gonna have to start heading north soon. But since I don't have any markets between now and then, I have to find a way to make some money because I'm not broke, but you know, as I'm out and about being here, I am spending money. So I'm trying to recuperate that by have other ways that I make money. So I also do like DoorDash and Instacart and stuff like that. If I'm near a plasma center, I am able to donate plasma for some money. And it's honestly good enough since I don't have a lot of bills. Making little quick cash like that every now and then is enough to sustain me between my art markets and stuff like that, and between sales of art. Even in this big van, doing Instacart and DoorDash in California at least is substantial enough to make it worth the driving and the gas and stuff like that. So that's how I've been kind of staying afloat out here in Arcata. I've been hanging out with a new friend a lot since I've been here, and she also does all the gig works like that, and so we've been kind of tag teaming doing DoorDash and Instacart together, so that's been really fun. But hopefully one day I'll be successful enough with my art business to not need to do gig work anymore, because I've been doing gig work for the last like 5 years basically since the pandemic, until I started doing my art business. Then that became my full-time gig, but it's always a good little resource to have to make cash when you're in a pinch. I'm so hungry. I need to make some food. I haven't eaten like all day. Making some chili. One thing about me is that I always have a can of chili on deck. Look at this sunset. Wow, the sun is going down pretty quick because of that marine layer. The sun just disappeared right behind the clouds over there. I need to hurry up and finish making dinner so I can take Nina out before it gets dark. Well, I think this marks the end of this video. I need to finish packing up and let Nina go run around before we are in for the night. I also still need to find a place to sleep tonight. But let me know what you thought of this video. If you have any more questions about me or my lifestyle or my art or anything, you can contact me on Instagram or my email. I have all of that in my link tree, which is in my bio. Feel free to message me to talk about any custom orders, or if you see anything in this video or on my Instagram and you want to purchase it, shoot me a message or an email. I will get it out to you and we can work it out as fast as possible. Thank you for supporting me by just watching this video. I really appreciate it. Give this video a like, leave a comment on what you thought. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.